All right, so I skipped ahead. As you can see, I never really showed you guys making the bracket or anything, but that's what we're going with. So we just got to make this side right here, and then we can pin it through. That's the design I went with, just a nice basic angle. It only has to hold the gate from rocking back and forth. It's not where the chains are hooking up, none of that. So I think that's going to work out just fine. So yeah, I never did a really formal intro to this, but we're going to start making the brackets on this so we can put the pins in, and then we're going to keep on working on this tailgate here. We got a lot of stuff to do. Welcome to Iowa Stable Garage. All right, so there's the first iteration. That's the bed side. Goes like that on both sides. Nice in line, all that good stuff. So now what I'm gonna do is basically just make an eyelet off this pipe here. It will come out and then I'll drill right through. We're gonna make our pins out of this guy right here. Should work out pretty damn good. So let's get at it. Let's start. So working. I wish I would have thought of this earlier when I made this top bar here on the tailgate, but you know, sometimes you just gotta re-weld parts back onto this. Let me show you my new idea. So I was gonna make an eyelet that matched up to this, but you know what? All seriousness though, it'll be a lot easier, a lot stronger if I just weld that square stock back on and 45 that down, or not necessarily 45, but you know what I mean. And then we just put a pin right there. We'll still do our tube over top as a garnish, but I think that's gonna work out. Plus, I don't have to auger out a huge hole inside a thick plate. So I think that's gonna work out just dandy. So I'm just gonna take that guy, we'll mock him up, I'll figure out where I need to cut it there, and then we'll work at it like that. Get the 45s done, tacked it on, all that good stuff. So let's get at it. All right, so we got these guys welded on, both sides. So now what we gotta do, we gotta punch that out, drill that through. It's gonna drill through both. And we gotta make some pins out of this guy. But we're making it so then this will go through nice and snug, won't vibrate all over the place. That's the goal. So let me punch that out. I already got the drill bit all set up, and we'll get to work. All right, so we got the holes drilled. So now what we have to do is make our pins. So what I'm kind of thinking is you have your pin, it goes down, it has a circle around it for the chain or the little cable to hook onto. We'll bend it all up in that vise there. But I'm also kind of thinking on a piece that will go around this and hook onto it. So yeah, might as well get to work. Obviously, I still need to put my cables on these so we won't lose them. But they hold on to that guy some good. Some good. I might even bend just that last little bit inwards a little bit more. It'll help it. If it tries to jump, it will stop it, which, you know, kind of want to do. So, yeah, that's how that's going right there. So next up, what we got to do, pretty much on this guy, is work on the chain section. that's going to be a little bit interesting. I think I'm going to either tie into this main support here or we'll do something on the outside. But give me a second. Let me brainstorm. All right, so I've been doing a little bit of spitballing. Factory International had the chains basically hanging on the outside. They would rub, hit all that stuff. The bed's going to be bed lined most likely on this anyway. Maybe not at the very beginning, but bed lined anyway. So instead of it rubbing on the paintwork, and I know it's going to be a patina paint job, but I don't want it rubbing completely to death there. I kind of want to recess the chain up here, and I got this nice little pocket anyway. So I was kind of thinking of some ways to attach. Could go bolts, could do a whole bunch of stuff, but the reason I'm not doing it outside or inside this little pocket here, I want to add like a little fascia on this to hide all that, a nice skin when we're done the tailgate. So it leaves me really only one option of putting it on the inside here in this little pocket. This is kind of what I came up with. These are engine lift mounts for a 7.3 or a 6.9 IDI. And then obviously you know that these are just front caps to basically a solid piece of steel that comes up. It makes our C's. We have 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them in this bed. Super strong. What I'm going to do, bend this guy straight, weld him direct right there. Both sides. That gives me a nice little eyelet. And then I'll bend up a nice U with our cold roll. That will go onto this solid mount. A nice little U on both sides. Those will get welded. And then we'll basically use these couplers here for the chain. I think that's going to work out pretty darn good. So, first step, I got to squeeze and beat these guys straight. Like straight, because right now they're basically 90 degree. I got 2 of those to do. Then we're going to weld them onto this and there. It's going to be a lot of work, but fun stuff. Let's get at it. So I got these bad boys welded on. These are my main hooks. And then I got these little hooks I bent up. They're welded onto the gate. Now how I'm going to attach it, basically hook the chain around here, hook it around there. That'll be fine. In theory, when I close the gate, they should basically rest inside here. So I'm going to cut up the chain to size, get that all sorted, and I'll see you guys back when it's at 90 degrees. All right, so test number 1. I think that turned out pretty darn good. Yes, sir. Deploys nice. No problems there. Takes the weight fine. No issues there. Stove's fine. Doesn't get in its own way. Nothing like that. I think that's an absolute win. Side profile action. Oh yeah. This one's under just a tiny bit more tension than that one. Just a little bit. I must have been off a little bit when I put my hooks. But when you step on it, it's fine. So that's all good. Yeah, no problem there at all. And then stows like a dream. Then we got our nice little pins. Put our pins in. That one needs to be adjusted. Not too bad. But that stows the tailgate retro style. I like it. I think that turned out sick. Jeez, I'm chubby. Well, there you go, fellas. We got the tailgate, and it's pretty darn functional, not gonna lie. The gate itself is way too overbuilt for what this truck is and what this truck is gonna be doing. But you know what? It's not gonna hurt it any. So, we still got one more video to do on this gate before I likely wrap it up. Obviously, there's still some stuff to do behind the scenes, but main stuff. We gotta do the outer fascia, and we gotta do just a little bit of a bottom plate on this. So that's basically what's left, but in the next video, we can really add the personality into this tailgate, minus one thing down the road, but we don't have that thing yet. So I'll see you guys in the next video really soon, likely on this tailgate here. See you guys.